Good afternoon, my little shits. How we doing? I'm doing pretty shitty, thanks for asking. Turns out I just recorded 20 minutes of footage and didn't have my microphone on. So shout out to OBS. Thank you so much for just randomly changing how my audio works. It's great because now I just wasted fucking 1,200 seconds of my life. Really appreciate it. All right, let's have a little talksy poo about what might happen in the markets this week, shall we? Right. Going into open tomorrow, I think we're going to gap fill up to about 390, maybe 394. And then going into the rest of the week, let me get this clusterfuck out of the way. There is a Fed meeting this week that involves interest rates, as most Fed meetings do. And here's the two outcomes that I see in the cards here. If we get 100 basis points, this fucking market is insane. In the event of a 100 basis point hike, we're going to go all the way the fuck down to the low 360s. By the way, shout out to Welch, Lousy, and fucking Tallman, those three shills, the three shillsketeers, for bouncing some ideas and just having a good little open platform that the four of us could muse and talk to shit about. So in the event of 100 basis points, we're going way the fuck down to 360. If not, and we get the 75 that the market has already priced it, God damn you. If we get 75, personally, I just see reaccumulation until that point. And then once the 75 is announced, we might head back up to the low 400s. In the meantime, I think this is going to be our chop zone. Fucking Christ, where's the fucking... I hate this shit. I hate this shit so much. Just kidding. I love you, TradingView. Please don't drop me as a sponsor. Where the fuck is the box? Got it. Okay, this will be our chop zone. And obviously this range may vary depending on if we get that gap fill or not. So this is going to be your ranges to look for. Yeah. So anywhere from 390 to 396, and then 390 to 384, and then 383 down to 378. All dependent on what the market is anticipating, for lack of a better word. So that's kind of how I'm seeing it. IWM, and I'm going over indices, the broader indices, just because these are more telling of what the broader market is considering and trying to do. We'll jump into AMC and all the other retail favorites here in a second. So IWM is below accumulation. Bearish momentum's kicking in, by the way. This is the volume-based regime changes indicator for free on TradingView. Currently, open beta will be going on sale soon, as well as the Wyckoff Snippy Snipe Sniper Roo. Also free, will be going on sale here soon. Shilling and plugs out of the way. So bearish momentum is kicking up. As far as price ranges go, the macro momentum is neutral and micro is suggesting bearish. So we might be looking at the touchdown to 169, which would be about a 5.5% to 6% decline. And then I can see some resurgence kicking in if we don't get the 100 basis point hike. Also, given the way that FedEx reacted to earnings, that's also worth fucking bringing up. That was a shit show. Currently down. By the way, for anyone wondering where the candle is at, here you go. Currently down like 30%. 22%. It was the inverse triple cluster as you can see, based on the accumulation lines. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I have to say about that. So going back to IWM, given that this is a retail-based ETF pretty much, when you consider FedEx and what happened there, that's pretty fucking egregious. So I still think there's some more blood in the water for IWM. It's going to be an interesting week. Let's go to AMC. Not looking great. Not looking great at all. I'm gonna be honest here. I think we're gonna touch down to 813. Holy fuck, Astro is bearish. Who would have guessed? Which suggests another 9% decline. And then we'll get the bounce off of daily accumulation again. Bearish momentum is kicking up, and the macro and micro momentums are both neutral, so it's pretty much in the air, and we know that bearish momentum is kicking in, so I'm going to assume that it's going to be a sad time. Rejected twice off of distribution on the 4-hour. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good at all. Unfortunate. Pretty much the same thing for GameStop, although it is actually showing quite a bit of strength. But rejected numerous times off of distribution. That's on the 1-hour. Actually, Jimbo's not looking too bad. Still in a bullish volume regime, but both bears and bulls are starting to exit the playing field. Macro and micro momentum still suggest bearish on the daily. And just about every other time frame. It looks like bulls are trying to step in on the 4-hour, but God, that's unfortunate, man. I wanted some good fucking action this week, but given again the chop zone that we were talking about, you know, you're gonna see the same thing take effect in meme stocks. So BBIG, someone was asking about that. Dog shit, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say, that's not looking good. Tesla got the bounce off of daily distribution. That's not a bad sign. It's not a bad sign at all. Still in a bullish volume regime. Macro and micro price ranges look to be neutral, though, on the 4-hour and on the daily. The 1-hour is starting to show signs of bearishness. Yeah. That is a triple cluster, though. Right here that we have going on the 1-hour. And this looks to be a spring of reaccumulation. So, Apple on the daily. I think it was the weekly that I was looking. Yeah. So that's a weekly sell signal on Apple. Just about every time this has happened in recent history, 13% decline, 23% decline. So if we get another 23% decline, that puts us at 124 at the closest level of accumulation on the weekly. Just something to consider. Yeah, 4-hour probably going to touch off of 147. If not there, then 141. Amazon trying to bounce off of the 4-hour. The daily, yeah, that's a daily bounce. That's a buy signal. Interesting timing. Very interesting timing, to say the least. Wow. Huh. On the weekly, looks to be bouncing off of accumulation. That's wild. That's wild. I don't know, lads. This looks a wee bit concerning, to say the least. Yeah. Yeah, this is some shit, dude. I mean, all of the chips are not looking good. Microsoft has room down to 231. Just fell out of distribution, by the way, on the weekly. And you can see that it's like Apple is perched about right here, relatively speaking. And Microsoft is now down 11% since that move. On the daily, yeah, there's a buy signal on the daily. Good God. It's looking like a pretty shitty week. I'm not gonna lie. This looks pretty fucking shitty. Yeah. It's either gonna be chop or blood. So, Theta Gang, baby. It's all about Theta Gang. Credit spreads across the board. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, load, cocksucker. The fuck? God damn it. Oh, that's SPY. That's SPY falling out of the weekly. What are futures doing? Yeah. Oh. Ay. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Postpone anything that might even suggest bullishness. We're falling out of the weekly. We're falling out of the weekly. That's not fucking good. That is not good at all. Either Theta Gang or call credit spreads. That's all I have to say. This is not looking good. Not looking good. So, yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna go the fuck back to bed. Salute. Stay black.